Hey guys, this is Steve from the future, and I'd just like to make a quick apology before the video begins. Unfortunately, my first upload of this video was taken down by Pokemon. As it turns out, they just might not be happy with the fact that I'm using their Japanese footage right now. Their Japanese trailer, in other words. And this is what I pretty much inquired from True Green 7 and Ace Trainer Liam, which explains the fact that I haven't run into this problem before. I never really did anything of the sort, per se. So I still want the reaction to happen, but I want my YouTube channel to be safe. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this video part riff track. In other words, it's a video that you play in conjunction with another source of media that the riff track is made to sort of commentate on. And at the same time, you get to play that audio from the track over the video that you watch. I'm basically going to do the same thing, and I hope you understand why. If you don't, then I should just probably mention that I've made pretty much enough progress on my channel that I feel like I wouldn't want to get rid of that progress all of a sudden. So I'm really sorry that this might be inconvenient for you guys, but I do hope you understand. In the meantime, what I can say is that instead of the video playing on the reaction screen, instead there will be a counting timer that tells you what point at the video I'm currently at when you skip to a certain moment. But if you want to follow me from the moment the video begins, I'm going to have a few sound effects count down and sync so that when the final sound effect plays, the video will begin and hopefully you'll click at the same time. So that's how it's going to go. I thank you for understanding. I thank you for all your support. Enjoy this video and hopefully all will go well this time. Alola and happy Halloween to you all! I'm Tempest Mask 1000 and welcome to today's Halloween video. Now this is going to be another blind reaction, and apparently my first blind reaction couldn't be completed in time because I'm literally preparing the aesthetics for the video and stuff. Jeez. Tell you what, this is probably going to be my first blind reaction posted on my YouTube channel if all goes well. But my official first YouTube blind reaction was going to be the last trailer, but yeah. Anyway, welcome to today's video. Apparently a new gameplay trailer came out, and it's in Japanese, but I'm more than willing to react to it anyway, considering this should be a pretty interesting one. I noticed that this was on TyranitarTube's channel, how he was going to react to this, and I thought instead of spoiling myself, I thought I'd do the reaction and see what's going on, because apparently we get to see Cosmog or something, and this sort of confirms a certain theory that a few Pokemon YouTubers and whatnot have been thinking for a while. Basically, there's been a theory going on where there's a Pokemon within the character Lily's bag, and how we all assumed that it was Cosmog. And this just might be the case now, so we're gonna take a look at this one. Remember that the link is in the description if you all want to watch this video first, and yeah, I think that's just about it. By the way, I'm dressed as Han Solo this Halloween year, so yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. We'll see what happens. You can catch my eventual photo upload on the social medias soon enough, but let's do this. Alright, here we go. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1. So here we have a Pikipek, Dartrix, Torracat, Brianne. Oh, ooh! That's the trade animation. Up. That was the portal to Ultra Beast 1. We got some nice looks at the Alola region. Samuel Oak, Oak's cousin. Plumeria of Team Skull. There's Guzma. Ooh, he tossed all three at once. They all look cute, I gotta admit. Oh, so that's what happens when you choose your starter? That is cute! So now we have some training. Oh yeah, Rowlet gets a new grass-type move instead of Razor Leaf from the get-go, or something like that. I always wonder why Crab Brawler is a fighting type and not a normal, water fighting type. Rockruff. There's Mimikyu. I don't know, I find Mimikyu to be a funny Pokemon. It is kind of creepy in its own respect, but yeah. So we have a look at Alola forms. There's Dragon Hammer, I think. That's a new move, I think. I gotta admit, the trainer battle theme has got to be one of my favorites so far in the series. Of course, I still really appreciate Pokemon Coliseum's trainer battle theme. That's really cool. Talking about the normal one. Oh, wait a minute. I see what they're doing. Yeah, okay. They're trying to talk about the whole type advantage system, because here we have... Okay, first off, we have a vertical column of attacks, which has not been seen for a long while, namely Gen 2. So yeah, Gen 2 was the last game for a long time to have like vertical moves on a list, and this game has this game also sort of holds your hands by telling you some type effectiveness and whatnot. And that was Pokemon Refresh, which is basically Pokemon Ami, but brand new and rather different. Alright, here's Z moves. This is Alolan Raichu's. Here's the Ghost type Z move. Water. Cerebee's telling me that we're going to see the Psychic type one. Yeah, that's the Psychic type one. Cool. I think that was the Psychic type one. That was probably the Fighting type. Oh yeah, that's right. The Pokédex actually allows you to see a list of evolutionary chains or whatnot. I love how the Pokédex is a Rotom. Rotom is one of my favorite Pokemon. I like the picture theme too. That's pretty neat. That Pokemon in... Okay, no. Let me just... The Dragon one was a normal and Dragon type, the first of its kind. Okay, I remember this scene. I think... Wait, no... Oh, this is the battle against the Kahuna. I thought this was the battle against, How, as shown in the demo. How is your rival in this game? There's Totem Gumshoes. I wonder what that's supposed to be. I'm told that... Oh, a lot of us thought that was supposed to be a Totem Wishy-Washy. Okay, there's Gladion. There it is! Okay, there it is. That was, Lillian Cosmog. That's nice. Solgaleo and Lunala. And that's the end of the trailer. Alright, not a lot of surprises, I have to admit. Very interesting, but, yeah, I mean, that was pretty cool. I gotta admit, that was pretty cool. So, the Pokédex was showing that, first of all, we have Rotom, which, okay, so this Pokédex is special because your Pokédex is not an ordinary Pokédex, but one that a Rotom is inhabiting. So, if you remember how Rotom can change form by inserting itself into basically machines or appliances, this is a brand new addition to that, except this is also a form of Rotom that technically does not battle. This is your Pokédex. I like it though. It's one of my favorite things that Sun and Moon introduced, and it's very creative too. So we got that, and we also got Cosmog, which supposedly is the Pokemon from Lily's bag. Let me just go take a look at that little screenshot there, because that frame actually went by for a very fast amount of time. But actually, let's take a look at this frame. That right there, a lot of people thought that's supposed to be a Totem Wishy-Washy, while I'm being told that's not the case. We'll just have to see about that, really. Okay, let's see if I can just get to that. There we go. Okay, yeah. Here we have Lily, your main character, Cosmog, and and it might be possible that that's the Pokemon from the bag. If not, then it's a Pokemon that was leaked that might be the pre-evolution to Solgaleo. But I think it's Cosmog because a Pokemon that makes a noise pew or whatnot, as translated through text, most likely would be Cosmog, in my opinion. I actually talk a little about this one after we get it revealed through the Evolutions trailer that I did the first official blind reaction to. So we got that. And another thing I like about the new Rotom Pokedex is that you get to catch the Pokemon, and then when it's registered, it'll let you know which evolves into what. You don't know, like, think of it this way. In the Fire Red and Leaf Green Pokedex, all the Pokemon were classified in a regional sort of category, and when you selected that region, you moved the Pokedex left to right, and you basically saw the Pokedex in order. Well, you know what? No, sorry, you didn't see it completely in order. You did technically see it in order, but all the Fire and Leaf Green Pokemon were grouped together through subcategories or whatnot, and the evolutions would be right next to each other. This is similar, except I assume that by tapping an evolutionary spot that you've encountered or caught, you can immediately jump to that next Pokemon's page. I like that. And, hey, you know what I just realized? It would be really cool if the guys that developed the game would actually include, Leif. Leif being the common name for the female protagonist of Fire Red and Leaf Green. If they included her in the game as well, that you could battle her, that would be really cool. I mean, I do really like the idea of two former characters or two popular characters within the series that have been with us for a long time being in the game and being characters you can battle. But I also feel like Leif needs some respect of her own. She's really cool in my opinion. She was a really cool character in the game. A cool design and all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I like Leif. I like Leif. That's all there is to it, really. And let's see, we didn't get too much word on the Ultra Beasts, which is only fair because this is supposed to be a trailer introducing you to the gameplay. But at the same time, it's news nonetheless. And we also got to see a new look at that cool-looking Psychic type Z move, which basically looks like hyperspace hole, some sort of like that. It's basically a Pokemon moves into a psychic dimension and makes the opponent Pokemon break through it for extra damage or whatnot. That's the best I can describe it. I want to learn a little bit more about Team Skull and Gladion, I'm just gonna let you know about this now. This is another leaked data thing. Apparently, as it turns out, so the scrubbing was able to identify that the game, the demo itself, has all the different battle intro animations. And I'm like, interesting, because they show different types of battle animations. Trainer battles, wild theme battles, kahunas, trial captains, and They obviously displayed the intro for Team Skull, which I think was shown here. And then here's a frame of the Aether Foundation. They had a lot of Aether battle intros. They had one for a normal battle, they had one for a double battle, they had one for a boss. That's a little bit interesting, considering that this could still support the theory that Aether could be the real bad guys, even though they're not really trying to be bad guys. I would think that if the Aether Foundation really was a bad guy faction like Team Skull, the least that they would try to do is make things better, except they sort of make things worse. It's kind of like Team Magma and Team Aqua from Oros or the original Ruby Sapphire and Emerald games. Kind of like that. And I don't think that Aether would be maliciously evil or whatnot. They're just going down the wrong path, which could explain the whole thing about the Ultra Beasts. And I gotta say, I really am anxious to know more. But also that the game is just like a few weeks away from being released too. The game is coming out real soon, and I'm really impressed. If I get the game, I'm probably going to get Sun. I feel like Solgaleo is a really cool Pokemon, in my opinion. I could have sworn it was going to be Fire type, but Psychic and Steel type works, because I know Metagross, and it's got a fine ability, even though it's basically Clear Body, although I feel like it could do just a little more. We'll have to see about that. Although, then again, Lunala looks pretty cool, and Shadow Shield is a nice ability too, where it's supposed to, it's pretty crafty for an ability, even though it technically works at full HP. And, what else? I guess the only thing I have left to talk about is what is the third legendary Pokemon going to be like? I hear it's Marshadow, and what's it going to do? Because it's confirmed that Sun and Moon is going to have Zygarde, Zygarde is going to be an important part to the story, and I guess I'm okay with that. See, the thing is that while new games introduce new forms, like Oros introduced the gimmick with Hoopa called Hoopa Unbound, while the original X and Y, which is the generation that Hoopa spawns from, didn't. This is basically Sun and Moon doing the same thing except with Zygarde. And, it's interesting. I wonder if Core Enforcer's actually going to be a Z move. Although I probably wouldn't count on that, because we have a confirmed set number of Z moves, and only so many can be specific to certain Pokemon. We have Pikachu, Raichu, Snorlax, Alolan Raichu, I should correct myself. We have, there's a specific amount. And not to mention that all of the Alolan Guardians, Tapu Koko and his buddies have their own Z move as well, so the Z move department isn't looking too huge from the way things seem. But, I don't know. And, the Ultra Beasts. I wonder what Pokemon they'll classify as. They're technically Ultra Beasts. That's what they are. They're not mythical, they're not legendary, they're Ultra Beasts. They're their own thing. But at the same time, I wonder how that would classify as the Pokedex. Would this mean that they're official Pokemon in the entries? Would this mean that they're... Could it be possible that the Ultra Beasts have their own subsection like Pokemon Ranger? Because in Pokemon Ranger, in the games, the Pokemon that you can encounter through RangerNet and you catch for the first time, the data carries over to the main game, but at the same time, it's not part of the actual regional browser. So I'm thinking that the Ultra Beasts could be similar, if not the same. But your guess is good as mine. We're also going to have special Pokeballs that can catch these Ultra Beasts, or are really good at catching these Ultra Beasts. If I had to, like, take a guess, it's similar to Nuclear Balls, which are from Pokemon Uranium, the fan game, and how they had nuclear Pokemon, and in that game, nuclear Pokeballs were good for catching nuclear Pokemon. So I would assume that these Ultra Beast balls are going to act similarly, but can also catch normal Pokemon just the same. And yeah, that's nice. That's a nice touch. We also got the special Pokeballs from Gen 2. They're coming back apparently. But yeah, anyway, why else am I getting Sun? Probably because I like Midday Lyran Rock. I do like the Midnight Lyran Rock form, but at the same time, I feel like it's missed potential. I feel like while Excel Rock, which is going to be Midday Lyran Rock's signature move, is a very good touch, counter for the Midnight form and whatever else it might get is okay, but I really think we should have gotten a Dark type to go with the Midnight form and maybe a fighting type, if not a Dark type. Because counter is a fighting move. And that Midnight form definitely seems to look more physical in regards to its attacks, judged by its design. Anyway, that was today's trailer. I hope you all enjoyed it. And, yeah, I wonder what version you guys are going to get. Because I also think that Sun might be my choice. Because apparently in Sun, daytime is daytime and nighttime is nighttime. But in Moon has daytime during the nighttime and nighttime during the daytime. I don't know, that feels weird. I'm accepting of this, but that feels weird. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, then feel free to hit that like button. If you want to know when my next videos come out, hit the subscribe button. Until then, I'm Tempest Mask 1000, and I will see you all in the next video. Hope you all had a very happy and safe Halloween, considering this video is going to be uploaded the day after. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of the fall, too. Until next time, ciao, amici miei!